Fowlers of Bristol very kindly let me borrow their World Raid T7. First adventure bike I've ever ridden. Always had sports bikes, Gixxers, Hayabusas, you know, all the fast stuff. But I have to say, I've only done about 20 miles on it, but it's a very comfortable ride. It is a tall bike. I'm 5'9" and a bit, inside leg possibly about 30. It is a little tall, but if you just kind of like hop to the side a little bit, very manageable. Even with these tyres on, I have to say it's in eco mode. I don't know how to get it out of that, but you know, that's what they want it in. So it's not really road tyres, but it does give you confidence. First ride on it, very torquey, even in the low down gears. Gearbox is smooth, clutch is smooth, the brakes are awesome. I mean, it's a skinny front wheel, but it is a really comfortable bike. Seat's a little bit hard, but it is new, so you know that'll wear in. Yeah, I wanted to ride the V-Strom, but that was lent out, and I am going to ride the V-Strom Africa Twin, not the Adventure because that's probably way too heavy. And I also want to try the BMW, the GS12 and the 1250. Just why not, you know. This one will give you E5 and E10 fuel, so you don't have to use premium. Very large tank. I've done a little bit of that standing up malarkey. Very comfortable, knees together. You know, it's quite skinny, you know, until you get to the tank. But yeah, you can stand right up, right over. Huge, great big foot pegs. Nice, easy side stand, because apparently on the BMW it's kind of a bit more forward and a little bit more obscure. Plus you've got that big boxer engine to get in the way. I've seen a lot of people hurt their shins. One thing that put me off this bike was people dropping it on the exhaust side and damaging it. But to be fair, I mean, these are extra, but that's going to be some protection. The foot peg, you know, going up the body. Once you put the crash bars on, I mean, you've got the protection here. That bit there, I guess, well, it's plastic, but you know, some at the, you know, and the handlebar. So I don't know. I think you'd have to be going some to damage the frame. Suspension a little softer than I'm used to on sports bikes, but that said, gives you a good chance to give it, you know, progressive braking on the front. I don't think they're linked. I've never really got on with linked brakes, especially in the corners. I don't particularly like it. TFT screen, which I really like. Nice simple controls, nothing, you know, Africa Twin complicated, although my mechanic did tell me don't be put off by that because it is a very good bike. So I've arranged to ride one of those and a V-Strom with Fowlers at some point. I'm probably never going to take it off-road and off-road into its full capability. I'm just looking for a bike to, you know, get me to work and back, and it is really torquey, even in eco mode, and they've probably got E10 in it. So, and the exhaust note is really good. I would start it up, but they haven't given me a lot of fuel, but it is a really good note. Could do with a bit more noise, I think, when I'm giving it a little blip going down through the gearbox. I would like a little bit more, but that's just a rear silencer that can be replaced. I'm sure they'll do a deal, you know, this day and age. No, it's a year old, but I'm really surprised. Really good bike, really comfortable. Like I say, seat's a little hard, but that will wear in. I mean, to be fair, I've got plenty of padding on my backside, but you know, it's not BMW comfortable. But then maybe you don't want too soft a seat on a longer ride. But yeah, I mean, with the panniers on it and all the rest of it, I mean, something like this would satisfy me, I think. Yeah, very nice machine. So if ever you know, I never know which way to hold these phones. It's a good looking machine, black. I mean, it's not as if car drivers can see you anyway, you know. Sorry mate, didn't see you. So even if it was the bright yellow V-Strom, you know, chances are they're not going to see you, so why not just go for a nice black one? Very nice machine, and thank you Fowlers of Bristol, Bath Road. And thank you to Adam for arranging this. Quite surprised by the... went there many years ago, bought a bike, and wasn't a good experience. But today, you know, nearly 20 years on, it's completely changed there. You know, they want to find the right bike for me. They're not, you know, they're not kind of like, oh yeah, you must buy this, you know, whoa. There's no pressure at all. It's like, yes sir, not a problem sir. Would you like a cup of coffee? Very friendly, very professional. And they look after you, which I like. There's no pressure. And I love that. But perhaps it's because they know, you know, older guy comes in, got money, you know, there's no, he will buy one. It's just a matter of which one does he want. But yeah, the T7, if they do bring out the T9, wow, I wouldn't mind having a go on that. I can imagine that being torquey as. So thanks for watching the video, and sorry I haven't done any off-roading, but it's not my bike. And it's not an in-depth, it's just this is my first impression of my first adventure bike that I've ridden, and it's only a little 700, but my god, even in eco mode, it really does get up to speed quite quick, and I am taking it steady because it's not my bike. So I haven't gone all through the rev range. 6-speed box, and what I love about it is even at low speed you can just leave it in a tool gear and it'll just purr out. There's no vibration, there's no shaking. I mean, obviously you've got the twin thump, but that's what I want. You know, I've got an inline 4. I want the twin thump, and this bike delivers. So thank you Fowlers for letting me ride it, and it's a wonderful machine. Whether I'll buy it or not, because it is my first one, I don't know. I do like the Africa Twin. I do like the GS. I mean, they're all very nice. They've all got their faults. You know, it all depends on what you want in life, doesn't it really? I mean, if I had my way, I'd have about 4 or 5 of them lined up in the garage next to my 1987 GSX R1100, the old Slabby, which I don't get to ride that much because it's an old girl. She's in pretty good nick. I want to keep her that way. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope this video helps you.